I'm Ellen Steinberg, Director of Senior Citizen Council, a nonprofit organization assisting older adults, their families, and caregivers. With me is Peter Humphreys, the editor of Senior News, our bi-monthly publication. We're here today to talk to you about New Jersey property tax relief for both homeowners and renters, and also how to fill out that PAS-1 form. But first I need to ask, are you over 65?
If you are 65 or older as of December 31st, 2024, you must now file a Form PAS-1 to get property tax rebates for Anchor, Senior Freeze, and New Jersey. Now, this is a form you can complete yourself without having to take it to an accountant. Last year, you probably received your Anchor payment automatically, and people under 65 are still going to receive it automatically. But if you're over 65, you won't receive anything unless you file a PAS-1 form. So what is a PAS-1 form?
The state of New Jersey has now consolidated all requests for Anchor, Senior Freeze, and Stay NJ in one application for those over 65. The deadline to file is October 31st, 2025. So what can you get and who qualifies?
The income limit for receiving property tax relief has increased substantially over the years. For Senior Freeze, your income must be under $168,268 for 2024. For Anchor, it must be under $250,000. And for Stay NJ, the income limit is $500,000, $500,000.
This means that everyone who is over 65 and has been living in New Jersey since October 1st, 2024, will qualify for some type of payment. So who exactly needs to fill out this form?
Both renters and homeowners. Renters are eligible to receive an Anchor payment. Homeowners are eligible for Anchor, Senior Freeze, and Stay NJ. So what can you get?
For Anchor, both renters and homeowners can get a payment. Renters over 65 will get $700, and homeowners over 65 can get up to $1,750. Senior Freeze is available only for homeowners. You get a rebate for the difference in the property taxes you paid last year and the first year you were eligible for the program. The program began in 1998. Since New Jersey's property taxes are always going up, many homeowners receive Senior Freeze rebates in the thousands. Stay NJ is the new program that was recently passed. Homeowners can receive half of their property taxes back up to $6,500. This amount is then reduced by what you receive in Anchor and Senior Freeze. If you are over 65, you can qualify for one, two, or all three of these programs. So how do you get a Form PAS-1 application?
Back in March 2025, the state of New Jersey mailed out 1.2 million blue booklets to those over 65. If you didn't get one, or you tossed it out, you can download the application from the state website or the Senior Council website, along with specific details of each program. We'll give you the website addresses for these later. Each blue booklet contains the 3-page PAS-1 application. There are 2 forms included. Of course, you only need to actually file one, an envelope for mailing back to the Division of Taxation, and 16 pages of instructions.
No one likes to fill out forms, but the form is a lot easier than it first may appear, and it's worth money if you file it. The application itself serves as a data collection form. It's not going to tell you how much you will get. After you apply, the state will determine how much you'll receive. And sometime later in the year, the state will send you a letter telling you how much you'll receive in benefits.
The proposed timeline for distribution of benefits is as follows. Starting in July 2025, senior freeze payments have already been going out. Starting in the fall of 2025, you'll receive an anchor payment. Stay-NJ payments are being made in quarterly installments, but are not starting until 2026. February 2026, a quarter of Stay-NJ. May 2026, another quarter of Stay-NJ. Note, only the first 2 quarterly payments have been approved. You should also be aware that Stay-NJ payments will get reduced by the amount you already received under Senior Freeze and Anchor.
Now, let's start filling out that PAS-1 form. If you receive the Blue Book in the mail back in March, it was pre-printed with your name and address. But if you're starting with a blank form, you need to fill in your name, address, social security number, and your spouse's social security number on the first page. You'll also need to fill in your 4-digit municipal code, which you can find in the municipal code listing on pages 13 through 16 of the instructions in the Blue Booklet.
Question 1 of the application asks for your filing status, which you can take from your 2024 New Jersey 1040 state tax return. Married couples filing jointly will submit only one PAS-1 form. Questions 2 and 3 are about age and disability. For question 2, fill in your birth year and your spouse's birth year. Only one of you needs to meet the age requirement to qualify for the tax rebates. Question 3 asks about disability status. This only relates to those who are receiving federal Social Security disability benefits. The vast majority of those under 65 only receive regular Social Security and should answer no to both of these questions.
The next questions are about residency. 4A asks whether you owned or rented your main New Jersey home for all of 2024. Most people will answer yes and then go on to 4B to check off whether they are a homeowner or renter. If you check off 4B as a renter, all that's left for you to do is go to the last page of the form. Just sign and date it and mail it into the state. You're done. As a renter, you do not need to complete any of the homeowner schedules.
But if you're a homeowner, you'll need to complete one of the homeowner schedules on pages 2 and 3 of the form. What about question 5A? Question 5A only gets answered if you answered no to question 4A. 5A only applies to people who moved into the homes during 2024. October 1st, 2024 is the cutoff date for receiving a tax rebate.
The Form PAS-1 application contains 3 different types of schedules for homeowners. Renters do not complete any of the homeowner schedules. Homeowners only complete the one that applies to them. Schedule 1 is for the majority of homeowners. Schedule 2 is for mobile homeowners. Schedule 3 is for certain homeowners, those who answered yes on question 5A.
So, as a homeowner, you only have to complete the schedule that applies to you. Since the majority of homeowners have to complete Schedule 1, we're going to go over how to fill this one out.
For Schedule 1 for homeowners, questions 6 through 8 requires just a yes or no answer. Question 9 is only for those with co-ops or those who are residing in a CCRF. That's a continuing care retirement facility. Question 10 applies if you own your own property with anyone other than your spouse, like your sister or brother. Question 11 relates to ownership of a multiple unit property.
These are simple questions. Don't try to read anything into them. They are not trick questions. Answers should be straightforward. Questions 12 through 15 relate to your property taxes. Number 12 asks for your block and lot number. You can get this from your property tax bill, or you can call your local tax collector for these numbers. In question 13, if your form already has a pre-printed number on this line, do not cross it out. This number is for your base year for those who already received senior freeze. If you never received senior freeze, enter your 2023 property tax amount. Question 14 is for your 2024 property tax amount. Question 15 relates to pilots, payment in lieu of taxes. This does not apply to most people, and you will answer no on line 15A. However, if your home was in a pilot program, see the instructions in the booklet.
Now we come to the questions about income for 2023 and 2024. These are questions 16 and 17 of the form. To calculate income, you will need worksheets A and B, which are on pages 8 of the instructions from the booklet. To complete the worksheets, you will need your 2023 and 2024 New Jersey 1040 income tax returns. Make sure you are looking at your New Jersey state income tax returns, not the federal income tax. You will also need your Social Security annual statements. Those are your Form SSA 1099 for 23 and 24.
Let's do worksheet A for your 2023 income using your state income tax return and Social Security statements for 2023. For A, enter the amount from line 27 of your 2023 New Jersey 1040. If you're not required to file a New Jersey 1040, just estimate the amount you've reported and enter it on A. For line B, enter the amount from line 16B of your New Jersey 1040. If you don't have anything listed on line 16B of your NJ 1040, enter 0. For line C, enter the total amount from line 20B of your New Jersey 1040, plus any permanent disability pension you received before you reached age 65, plus any distribution or rollover you got from a Roth IRA. Not a regular IRA, a Roth IRA. The last two items are not on your NJ 1040, and you'll need to look to other sources, such as a broker's statement. If you do not have anything listed on line 20B of New Jersey 1040, and you don't have a permanent disability pension, and you didn't get a Roth IRA distribution or rollover, enter 0. For D, enter the total amount of Social Security benefits from box 5 of your annual 2023 Social Security statement, Form SSA 1099. Then you get to line E. Simply add up lines A through D. This is the number you will enter as your 2023 income on line 16 of the PAS-1 form.
Now follow the same steps for worksheet B, which is for 2024. You'll use your 2024 NJ 1040 return and your 2024 Social Security statement. When you get the total for E, enter this number as your 2024 income on line 17 of the PAS-1 form. And that completes Homeowners Schedule 1.
As we said before, if you're a homeowner, you only need to complete the schedule that applies to you. One schedule. We just did Schedule 1 for homeowners. Mobile homeowners will only do Schedule 2. For those who answered yes on question 5A, they will complete only Schedule 3 for certain homeowners.
You only do one schedule, and you complete the homeowner schedule that applies specifically to you. And then you just go to the signature page, sign, date, mail it into the state. Before mailing it in, it's usually a good idea to make a copy so you'll have as a record. And if an eligible person has passed before filing, you need to refer to the instructions in the booklet.
You may also file the application online. However, in order to file online, you must first sign up for ID.me a secure online identity access application. The state website for downloading a copy of the Form PAS-1 or filing online is propertytaxrelief.nj.gov. The state also has a hotline number, 1-888-238-1233, which you can call if you have questions.
The Division of Taxation also offers in-person assistance with that PAS-1 form at each of their regional centers. They have 5 locations in New Jersey, one in Cranford, Fair Lawn, Freehold, Galloway, and Trenton. We hope this presentation has been helpful. This is your money, but you have to file a Form PAS-1 to get it. Don't miss out. Bye now.
Goodbye.